Hey everyone, this is Lisa from Life and Layouts. Thanks for joining me for another process video. Today I am using the page maps for August 2018 to create this 12 by 12 double page layout. I am using the Dino and Friends from Echo Park to create a layout from when my nephew had his birthday party at a local amusement park here called Dinosaur World. So first I'm going to cut out all of the different strips. So this blue paper with the dinosaurs on it, I'm going to use as the base strip, the one that is polka dot. And then I'm going to use this green paper with dinosaur prints on it as the bottom strip down there with the smaller polka dots. And then use this word paper as the very top strip at the very top of the layout. And then I find a stripe paper to use for the stripe scallop edge. And then the last piece that I'm going to cut out is the dark gray piece. I'm going to actually use this darker brown with the dinosaurs on it and the different scenes. It has dinosaurs and volcanoes and eggs and things like that on it. So I really wanted to use up these scraps, even though I had cut out a banner with the dinosaurs, that blue paper. So I just used the trick of cutting out the center and piecing the pieces together, so you won't even notice or you won't even see that it's not a full 12 by 12 strip. So once I put that back down, there's just a little gap underneath that brown dinosaur paper. So I had reorganized my inks and I put them back wrong, and my OCD made me put them back how they were supposed to be. For some reason I feel like black should always be on top, and so my top little container there contains all the blacks and grays and browns, and then my orange inks as well. So of course I'm going to ink up all of the edges from the papers, and then I get out my border punch. This is an old Fiskars punch that has a little scallop and then the dots in the center as well, and ink those up too. And then I'm going to start adhering everything down. So I use my T-square ruler to get started with this green paper at the bottom, and then I just layer everything up using that as my straight line. So I went to use my T-square, but then realized I didn't really need it. And I want to tell you guys about this, what you see on my head, because I feel like my head was in the screen a lot. I recently got a Bluetooth sleep headband headphones, and so I listen to a lot of audiobooks when I am scrapbooking. If I'm not, so I either listen to audiobooks or catch up on my shows, and so this night I was listening to an audiobook. So if that's what you see when you see my head pop into the photos, I haven't gone back to the 80s when we used to wear our headbands on our foreheads, but it is probably the best headphones because they sit on the outsides of your ears, and they're actually made for sleeping. So it's very comfortable to listen to, and I tend to listen to them for long periods of time because when I'm listening to audiobooks. So I had enough photos to configure the layout just like it was, but I didn't want to cut down those two horizontal photos any smaller than what they were. So what I ended up doing was moving one of my photos to the left hand side, so I have 3 photos instead of just the 2 and then the title. and then I'll end up adding a smaller embellishment where that photo would have gone. So I'm going to back all the photos on this white cardstock, and I just use like the cheap white cardstock from Hobby Lobby to back my photos, because it is thin paper, and so it's perfect just to give you that white border without adding a ton of bulk to your layout. So I adhere everything down, and all of my photos go flat on the layout. And I actually used my T-square a lot because I felt like this was a very grid style layout. So I use it on the left hand side, and then I move it around to almost make a square when I'm adhering it down, all of my pictures down. I do use fun foam behind that cut apart card that says "Let's have fun" with the little dinosaur on it. And then this is the sticker that I'm going to use, also using fun foam. And I think it says "Let me hear you roar," or "Let the world hear you roar." So these photos were, like I said, taken at my nephew's birthday party, and as part of the birthday party, they got to dig in this really big sandbox, basically, concrete sandbox, and they were able to, what they were searching for was different fossils or shark teeth and things like that, and they were able to keep 3 of them. So the kids had a blast basically digging in the sand. You can see there's that one picture of Adam, and he's just like throwing the sand. He's not even digging for anything. But all of the kids came out with great fossils or shark teeth that they found while they were digging in this area. So I added these 3 little banners, and then I bought these brads because I really like that dino banner, but I feel like I don't use brads enough on my layouts. So I said, I'm going to try to incorporate those as well. So whenever I do add brads, which it's been so long since I've done it, but I always add the washi tape on the back, and this just helps it not get snagged when it's going in and out of a page protector or get caught on the other end. So I had the 3 little brads, but then I realized I kind of wanted a bigger brad as well. So I add that one, and it's the same as that blue paper with the dinosaurs. It has that same design on it, on that brad. So then I pull out the ephemera pack, and I'm going to be adding a couple more pieces, just this cluster. I found this blue circle with a star in it, but then I felt like there was way too many circles up there. So I end up taking that off, and I tried a star. I didn't like the way that looked either. So what I end up doing is pulling from the sticker sheet and just pulling a word sticker from the sticker sheet. And my camera cut off here, but the only thing that you missed was me starting this cluster on the right hand side. So I added that red dinosaur. I used fun foam to pop up the word dirt, and then I used play sticker, and that's flat, and then the yellow sticker that says boy is also up on fun foam. I added a little paw print or dinosaur print and another or a green star on that side as well. Oh, and then one more little circle sticker that has a star in it. So now I'm trying to find an embellishment to work for my journaling, and I really liked this dinosaur card with a little blue dinosaur on it, but that plaid paper just didn't work. So I went ahead and cut it off, and I didn't cut it straight, so I had to cut it again. And then I thought it looked good. I saw this technique below, or the technique that I'm about to use, in another video that I was watching the other day. I have this center ruler, like this. There's a 0 in the center. It's supposed to be used for like making sure that your things are center from in the paper. But there is like a slit in it, and I never understood what the slit was for. So I was watching this video, and she explained that the slit is so that you can draw lines. So you draw a line, and then you move it up, and there's like a line above and below the slit, so that you can draw even lines and make them however, width you want it. And I was like, I can't believe I didn't know that. So that's what I did on this card, because there was only 3 lines, and they were really fat lines, and I wanted like wide ruled paper instead of college ruled paper. So I just used that ruler to make those lines, and then added my journaling to it. And I added my date to the top, like it is on the sketch as well. And then for my title, I'm going to spell out the word dig with the alphas that come with this, and then I'm going to use that Dino-Riffic tag that's up there in the left hand corner. So my title is going to be Dino-Riffic Dig. And then that's it for the layout. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, especially if you want to see double page layouts, because that's all I do on this channel. I hope everyone has a scrappy day, and thanks for watching.